Well, hello, this is Stewie. We're having a sexy party with Manny Moonraker on the Tempest Universe. Cheers!
China!
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
It's China to me, China.
Army officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside.
China!
This isn't a Tempest Universe, man. Hold on to your ass. You're in for a hell of a ride.
I almost feel like I'm under another COVID attack. It's a terrible thing. Let me tell you, it is the weirdest thing to feel like you're going to be another victim of the COVIDs. By the way, this episode is actually live. I sound different. I don't know why. Everything sounds weird. Anyway, it's weird because I've been reading articles how the onset of COVID, the indicators that you have changed for many people. And one of the things that happened to me right before I got COVID, was it May? My jaw and ear were hurting. And I was for no fucking reason. I didn't have any toothache, nothing like that. It was just fucking hurting. And then all of a sudden, bam, I got the vids. I got the COVIDs. Better than monkeypox, right? Because monkeypox, fucking hell. I've heard some horrid things about monkeypox. And on top of that, you really look fucked up. Like you've got some serious facial problems when you get the monkeypox. So, at least COVID's, you feel like shit, little like an intense flu. But monkeypox just fucks you up all over. I'm not ready for that. And of course, New York, of course, California, of course. And I think the other state was Illinois, one of those. I don't know what state it was, number 3, where they have a state of emergency because of the monkeypox outbreak. You got to round up all those monkeys, man, and just put them in an island somewhere until you figure this shit out. I'm being honest with you. Actually, they actually published this whole scientific, breakdown of how you how you get monkeypox and who are the population that has mostly been reported in having monkeypox. I'm gonna just leave it at that because there's a whole community out there that's not gonna like it. But it is what it is, man. Stop doing what you do, and you may not have the monkeypox. That's what I'm saying. Just take a break. Use some Vaz or something. Find someplace else to get your jollies. Just stay alone for a little bit. Put it away. That's all I'm saying. Just put it away. You'll go blind. Anyway, I had to do this live because I'm tired as fuck today. But I got to say this. The articles today are shit. Literally. And I'm going to start with a movie I just recently watched last weekend, which I am so disappointed in. On so many levels. So many levels. It's disgusting. It's horrible. It literally, I was looking for this movie like a fiend. I was looking for bootleggers who had, movies before they come out in the theater. I was doing all kind of crazy shit, trying to figure out if I could watch this movie. And when I tell you, it was so damn disappointing. Literally, when they finally revealed what the fuck this movie was about, I started dozing off and I fell asleep. It's incredible how when you lose that interest in the film, you just shut down. I could have gone and sat in the shitter the rest of the time and had more fun. I'm just saying. That's, I don't know if there'll be any spoilers for some of you, but who cares? Because ufology is disappointing on so many levels. Literally right now, unless you have an interview with someone that's a pilot, nobody really cares. That's the new big thing now. Air Force pilots. Did they just spring up? Did we finally just get pilots? Is that what happened? These are the new superstars, Top Gunners? No. For fuck's sake, they've been reporting UFOs for decades. But now everybody wants one on their podcast, get interviewed. Now, I'm not going to say I don't give two fucks about Air Force pilots. They are the bee's knees. You know, they're out there defending the country wherever they need to be. And people make fun of the Air Force, I get it, but still. I just don't feel that I need to go down that road because disinformation is all I think. Disinformation. I feel like we're being led down this road. And it's a terrible feeling. Anyway, as usual, until next year, we got some music to play, you know, the kind that shakes you to your core sometimes. So let's get started on this podcast and just get it on.
will need an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
Now, the film that I was talking about at the start of the podcast was Jordan Peele's Nope. N-O-P-E, Nope. Yeah, it's a big fucking nope. It's not just a nope, it's a big-ass nope. Like nope, no. No. No Nope. That's the sequel, No Nope. The articles out right now are talking about, they're trying to find meaning in the film Nope. What's the hidden meaning? Was there a message? Was Jordan Peele trying to educate us about something in society today? What the fuck? No. Can he try? No. He wasn't trying to educate. He got your money. All that great advertising and propaganda with this flipping film. I'm trying to contain myself if you don't get that mood from me. Yeah, Nope. First of all, I thought it was cool that it was just Nope, right? It wasn't like, Close Encounter of the Fifth Kind or Probe My Enemy Mine or some shit like that. I don't know. But still, I had some hope for Nope. But Nope is just a Nope. It's not good. So people are confused in Hollywood and all over the place. Logan Paul, if you know him from the dude, he's the kid who went into the suicide forest and found the body and filmed it. That's a Nope. So I could see how he's actually commenting on this. He said, I found the film to be perplexing that such an advanced extraterrestrial creature apparently couldn't tell the difference between a plastic inflatable and a viable meal. I think he's a little bit better when he sounds like Count Chocula. So that's why I gave him that voice. But yeah, this spoiler alert right now. Don't even listen if you feel that this is not a rental for you, that you want to spend popcorn money and see this in the theater. But Nope is an animal. Nope is a flying... I don't even know if they even said extraterrestrial in the movie. It was just a fucking animal in the sky shaped like a UFO that likes to eat horses and people. It's the weirdest thing. And I was so excited about the damn film, too. I thought for sure the damn thing was a nice... I mean, listen, you guys saw the trailers. Those of you that even pay attention. I mean, it looked like a fancy-ass silver UFO, for fuck's sake. And then the fucking thing starts eating shit. And then it's like, oh, man, Jordan Peele, you suck anus. You really do. You suck a lot of anus. And you suck the life out of ufology. It was crazy. There was another person here who said, I think the alien, Nope, is just an alien. But at that point, who fucking cares? Like, really, people in ufology are trying to figure out whether it's a UFO from another place. Is this a fucking advanced civilization living, underground somewhere? Or is it just China and Japan working their magic and hiding it from everybody? But now we got it, the fucking big-ass creature. It's like a saucer creature. And anyway, so this person says, the person's name is Bethy Squires. It's just a really big guy, and to treat it as a symbol rather than a living creature kind of plays into one of the big themes of the film. Treat animals like they matter. Oh, man. This was a royal probing. It really was. So not only are UFOs hitting the mainstream media now, they're all over the news. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's doing fucking films. Literally in this film, they talked about, the Tic Tac videos and all that kind of shit. And UFOs being called UAPs now. But now these are UFAs, unidentified flying animals. I don't get it. Was there a theme about abuse of animals? yeah, there was like a whole side story that made no fucking sense whatsoever until Betty Squire just wrote this for us and let us know that it's about the treatment of animals. What a beautiful story. I mean, I'm so glad that I made it. I don't understand where we've taken that right turn and just ended up in a wrong place when it comes to ufology. Like the mainstream is really taking into UFOs, but for fuck's sake, some of this stuff is just horrific. I thought Jordan Peele actually was going to bring to Hollywood a good story about, UFOs. They gave us a new perspective. Honestly, he did that, but for fuck's sake, it's not a perspective anyone really talks about, to be honest. But this basically was a gigantic UFO creature flying silently in the air. Doesn't flap wings, it just fucking floats. Hides in the clouds, hunting for its prey. And for some reason, around electricity goes haywire when it's around. So there you go. There you have it. That's Nope in a nutshell. It is a big fucking nope. I wouldn't even wait for rental. I'd wait for someone to just give it to you for like a holiday or something. Just then watch it and then share it with the rest of the disgusted people who've heard of this film. That's just me. Now, if I wasn't a ufologist, would I like it? I love gory stuff. I like some blood, pieces of people being dribbled out of a monster's mouth. But I didn't even get that from this film. Not even that. That couldn't even save it. So 2 thumbs down and 1 probe halfway. Because I really feel like I got fully probed on this one. But hey, listen, if you saw the movie and you feel that it did some, I don't know, bring some happy joy to the topic of UFOs, then let me know. And I'll delete whatever message you send me. Check this out.
Emotional damage.
Here's the Shit Show article number 2 for today in your top 10 shitty ufology articles. PollyHill, who apparently is a musician, and she also had a green orb situation when she was younger. A UFO, if you will. It's like it validates someone now to have a UFO or be exercised or something like that. You know, having a probe. You know, the optimist is the probe was fully inserted, and the pessimist is like, it only went in halfway. So everybody's got one of those stories now. That's how they sell their shit now. I have a UFO connection. I was on shitter the other day. I got up and I looked down and there was a USO. You know, it validates you as an artist, as a musician, as an actress or an actor to have a UFO experience. So PollyHill says, hey, this one is really fucked up. I mean, and when you open like that, I mean, you're intrigued, kind of like the UFAs. She says, I get scared when I think about it because I know what I saw. And I was 16. I don't really know what the fuck PollyHill sounds like, but I'm going to just go with my regular voice. I was staying at my friend's house. Well, I went a little country there. And the door just kept creaking. We heard that, but we were just like, whatevs. I think she probably does sound like that way. And then from behind the couch, a little green light rose. It's one thing to have a paranormal experience on your own, but to be there with your mate, holding each other, being like, what the fuck is going on? That really happened. And I still think about it to this day. I just rose up like an orb of light, and it was green. For fuck's sake, what the hell is going on? How did this make... Why does anyone even report this? Why? Somebody wrote that PollyHill is a breath of fresh air no one asked for. But everyone needed. It's like a fucking enema. But really, they just said that PollyHill is a fucking enema. You don't go around asking for an enema, but you probably fucking need it because you're backed up as hell. That's what she is, PollyHill the enema. And she had a green orb experience when she was 16 at a friend's house. And, you know, and let me just say this, because the actual thing came up from behind a couch. So why the fuck was a alien orb inside of this girl's house? How does that make sense? I want to know what drugs they were doing. Somebody tell me, please, if they were smoking the herb. Were they shooting some dust into their nostrils? What were they doing? How did this happen? I'm just so confused about these two. But the fact that this makes it into news as part of an interview where they actually called it out as a green orb UFO, it makes no sense to me. I was intrigued by it because, you know, like I said, everyone's coming out of the woodwork. If you ain't been probed, you ain't nobody in this business. And that's what's going down. The Polly is out of New Zealand, apparently. So, I don't know. I guess I should have done like kind of like an Australian, not Australian accent like I usually do. I don't know. People in New Zealand sound a little different, for sure. But, you know, I would have made an effort, for fuck's sake. That basically was what made the story. That was actually in the top 15 UFO stories for this last 7 fucking days. Tell you, man, this is where we're going with ufology. It's dying out. People that believe in UFOs are a dying breed. Now we have this. And for fuck's sake, you better get the pronoun right, too. Because, you know, there's some of those out there, too. They've been probed or visited or they've mind melded with. I don't know. That's where we are right now. This is ufology for you. So unless you have the Air Force on your damn show or in your article, you ain't doing nothing right. I actually saw a picture from someone today about a UFO crossing the moon while they were videotaping it. It looks like a fucking airplane. Like, how many airplanes cross the path of your lens when you're trying to film the moon? I just don't know. It's getting sad in ufology. It really is. It's just a big black hole. This next one is a good one. Where the hell is Dave from Down Under? Because this happened. I don't even think he's in this area, but still, I'm sure he knew about it because it's a small fucking island, right? The island nation of Australia. SpaceX had dumped some debris on it. Now, this is stuff that's going to happen quite a bit, I'm sure, with all these shit. Like tomorrow in the U.S., 3 separate rocket launches into space. These things are bound to crash. They're bound to crash somewhere and land in someone's backyard. Thankfully, our planet is covered by a lot of water. So a lot of it will eventually just crash in the water. But in the event that it crashes in your backyard, you better wear a fucking hard hat. It turns out that a farmer in New South Wales, Australia, says that he found an object. Actually, if you look at the image for this episode, that's a picture of it. Now, I'm not an expert at pictures, but I can tell you that from that camera angle, it looks fake as fuck. It looks like it was just put in, spliced in there, photoshopped, or as some folks like to say in Ireland, potato shopped. But no, apparently that's a real deal. And there were 2 other items that were found nearby. It says that apparently this thing hit the farm about July 9th, but it wasn't discovered until weeks later by the farmer that owned the property. The Australian Space Agency, or ASA. Can we just stop for a moment? Let me just talk to these guys, because
it's very nice.
ASA it's not a good name for a space agency. Can you add a letter? I don't know. Massa, put an M, don't use an N, because then that'd be gimmick infringement. Wassa, Passa, I don't know, Lassa, Quassa. ASA just doesn't sound right, guys. You guys got to do something about this. Consult someone before you give names to your agencies. ASA is not it. But anyway, ASA put in a request to the debris hotline at SpaceX to set up something to figure out where the hell these pieces are coming from and come get your shit. Needless to say, SpaceX has not responded to this. There is a concern that this is not an isolated incident. Now, in the past, we've had in Oklahoma in 1997, there was damage that was caused to a building from a Chinese rocket that hit it. That's crazy. Completely nuts. The top of the building collapsed. Could you imagine that happening in your area, in some state somewhere? Eventually we got to get to the point where there's got to be some kind of, anti-rocket debris system to at least warn people, for fuck's sake. Could you imagine if this piece of SpaceX landed a little bit closer to the farmhouse or something like that? That would have been it. Now, granted, whoever survived would have been fucking rich as hell, but for fuck's sake, the loss of life would have been something else. It is crazy that this is where we're at right now. Rockets are extremely advanced now. They return by themselves, but sometimes they return in pieces. And that puts everybody in danger. So it'll be interesting to see as all of these commercial space ventures, as they start building things and getting things together, it'll be interesting to see how many of these accidents happen, like this one that happened in July, because that is pretty scary, I would think. Pretty scary indeed. And not only that, we have a lot of gigantic space balloons going up. What if those fuckers go off the path they're supposed to be? What if one crash lands down, in Australia or down in Africa from the coast of Florida? Or just drop into the ocean with all the people in it? I mean, we're about to see some scary shit when it comes to a commercial space flight, so get ready. I'll have more stuff to talk about because this is crazy. This is nuts. And when you go on these things, please update your life insurance at least, because it's just crazy. It's a new area of exploration where you're going to have a lot of people who are going to try to take you for everything they can, but the risk might be way more than the reward. Just keep that in mind. One more to go. This is one of those Air Force pilots, right? But not recent. From back in 1957. Because Air Force pilots didn't just happen to see UFOs 5 years ago or 10 years ago. It's been around for a while. Last track, because I know you love it. This one's to you, Trey. U.S. fighter pilot Dr. Milton Torres says, hey, I can finally get this off my chest. After 50 freaking years, I can finally tell people that I shot 24 rockets at a large unknown craft or contact in the clouds off the east coast of England in 1957. It was a UFO. I don't know what the fuck it was. May 20th, 1957, this pilot was out over the town of Kent in England. And basically, he had just left. He just left the airstrip and he was flying west towards the ocean. And then he got a call. Apparently, the skies of Kent are a little soupy, cloudy, foggy. But he got a call saying, hey, we need you to do something. So after he left the Royal Air Force RAF Manston, it was about southeast corner-wise of Wales, but then he flew over the ocean. Dr. Milton said he climbed to about 31,000 feet above the ocean, entirely in the clouds. He said there was very little movement, and from the conversation he was having with the ground control, it was just normal. Everything was going great. Not a single thing was going down in the area. So he was just out to take a flight, take a tour of the area. Then something changed. At 32,000 feet, the tower was asking him to release his rockets at an unidentified flying object. They were requesting that he keep his afterburners on the entire time. Later on, he finds out why. He says he was flying almost at 0.92 Mach, which was really the top speed for the F-86D, the plane he was flying. And that is the fastest it can go flying straight and level. He says when the order came in for him to release the full salvo of rockets that he had in his payload, he says he almost shit his pants. The controllers were asking him, did he have a tally-ho? I'm sure probably saying, does he have a lock on the object? He says, no, I'm in the soup. And it's almost impossible to see anything. The UFO eventually left at high speed the 30-mile range that he had on his radar scope. And he finally just reported to the controllers that the object was gone. He says his impression of whatever that was, that it must have been traveling 2-digit Mach numbers at that time. This is 1957. And this is from his own perspective, what he saw from his experience. It was doing some really fast speeds. He's had a lot of time to think about it, and, he's out talking about it now, over 50 years after the incident. These are not situations that are brand new. And I get it. We have a lot better technology, but for fuck's sake, the technology we have now did not do any better for the guys that are reporting UFOs now than it did for Milton Torres. Same result. Nothing. Like Lieutenant Fravor, he was also at a piloting one of the best aircraft the military had to offer at the time when he came across a Tic Tac. Milton Torres says that his airplane, the P-86D Interceptor, was one of the best planes at the time. It was part of the 406 Fighter Interceptor Wing. They were there to be ready to launch in the event they needed to shoot down a Soviet bomber in as short as a 5-minute notice. So this isn't like a bum crew that just flies around for fuck's sake just because they can. They were on the ready. Missile salvos and everything. And this UFO in 1957, again, eluded the aircraft that was chasing it. For those people who jump on the bandwagon of ufology, just know that this is not new. This has been happening for decades, and probably way more than that. These stories are the ones that are quickly being erased because the folks that are leading the current ufology research, the ones that are trying to tailor the conversation to how they see it, have made Milton Torres' story and everybody else's obsolete and meaningless. Hold on, I need a little bit of vodka here. Some of these stories need to be kept alive because they continue to show that it's not our near peers as they want you to believe. Because if that's the case, since the 1950s, U.S. technology has been far outpaced by China and Russia. I call bullshit. It's a bunch of lies. But we got to see where everything ends up and who's going to take the lead in showing the government that this is their research, their efforts are futile because they're leading us away from the truth. This is the end of this episode. I need to go get a refill. We'll catch you next week. Ciao. Adios. Sayonara.
I'm back in my bag, yo. Conscious. ISO. Diamond. Back in my bag and I gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of heels. Yeah, and she be riding on that thing like a Ferris wheel. Yeah, I love them dark skin, brown skin, caramel. You know I had to bring it to the hood like she Karen Civil when she keep on turning head. Cause when she walk that thing jiggle, jiggle.
And we going back to back on them like we Huey and we Riley. This that back in my back flow, we back again so highly. This that back in my back flow, we back to change the climate. This that back in my back flow, we bring the force like Tommy. Back in my back flow. Back in my, yeah, back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, yeah, I'm back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, this my, back in my bag flow.
Back again, yeah, we keep on stacking it, what's happening? Everything in Gucci got me feeling like I'm dapper then. Life has been a movie, yeah, so shout out to the cameraman. Pull up to the scene, it's going down like an avalanche.
Steady going up like a travel plan. Homer Simpson face, lucky power plant. Yeah, I'm off that dope, like I'm back again to Vizzy. At the Millies, out on Club Hearst. Give the word if it's a city, Lord forgive me. Still having motion, dog, so why would I slow it? Make it rain on them, bust a band, then you throw it. We was steady having it, even at our lowest. High speed road runner, keep my motor going.
Hey, people feel away, but they don't show it. Gotta watch the people that's around you, that you grow it. They be coming around you with some plans to steal your moment. Soon as I bust a nut, she be like, baby, where you going? Never slowing down, it's enough to go around. Yeah, you probably knew it's then, but really you don't know it's now. Niggas love to show and tell, but all my niggas know me well. It was either chase a dream or go to jail, but none of us ain't
and
going.
We going back to back on them like we Huey and we Riley. This that back in my back flow, we back again so highly. This that back in my back flow, we back to change the climate. This that back in my back flow, we bring the force like Tommy. Back in my back flow. Back in my, yeah, back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, yeah, I'm back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, this my, back in my bag flow,
this at home, because none of y'all really fucking with us.
The beginning of the end, and the start of a new beginning. Time has come to refine yourself and let go of the demons in your head that have held you in captivity for so long. It's time to flip the page and prove them wrong. It's time for rebirth. Yeah, time's up to say goodbye to all the haters, doubters, and non-believers trying to bring you down. In the blink of an eye, you'll realize that there's so much more to the book than the page you were stuck on. Finally, you will feel free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, you are the highest authority when it comes to knowing what you want and what you love. So stop trading yourself for the approval from others. Ladies and gentlemen, weirdos and geeks, please repeat after me. I don't give a fuck. Loudly and proudly. In other words, fuck you!